let me give you a nice sense of why I asked for this gathering to come in, and it was to find some time. It had to happen yesterday or today. So there is an awareness of an opening, like a portal opening. Oh, I just got goosebumps when I feel it. I don't know if you are feeling it. And if you are, please share with me if you are. Hello, Judy.
Portal opening, yes, yes, yes.
You are. You're feeling it, Mari.
Just looking at your beautiful face, we feel it, my girl.
Oh, sweet girl. I know. And I'm just goosebumps. So that this whole week, and I just want to get tears in the eyes, this whole week, working with beautiful people and goddess energy. You know, it's funny how you just get this powerful woman who have to come into the space, because it's not so much about them. I'm going to just let in here. There's some people in here. Admit all. There we go. It's not so much about the individual healing anymore. It truly is about us stepping into a joint, a collective energy. And as women, oh my gosh, we have been asked, we've been urged, and I feel this urging as like a frequency that just comes from behind me. It feels like a push, almost like it could just push you right over, and I almost get breathless with it. But the frequency is so high, and it's asking every woman to step in now. And it is so vital that we do this, and we don't go, oh, I think I'm good enough. Oh, we can't. We have not a second more time for that game. And we have to absolutely claim, declare, and hold the energy that we are already. We don't have to do anything to deserve it, to be more wonderful, to do this, to do that. It is a claiming of an energy that is your sovereign birthright. That is you, and that is why you are here as a being, as a form, as a vibrational frequency, and as a form that has the capacity to hold the space. Let me let some more people in as we go. Sorry that we have to do this. It would be easy if we didn't. In the waiting room. Who's in the waiting room? Somebody is there. Anandi, let me admit you. Come on in, my sweetie. Lovely. Beautiful. Thank you. It is amazing. It is an amazing, amazing time for us. And it's an amazing time for us as women. So as women, we have to be ready to step in, because if we do not step in right now, then this whole thing slides by, and the game continues for another revolution. Oh my gosh, I just can't put that on the children to come. I just can't put that onto the generations to come. If we could make any difference, if we knew that we are standing right on a pathway, a portal of energy, and there is a door there, and all we have to do is open it. Would you not absolutely want to do that? Just open that door and let that light come pouring in. And us as women know where that door is, because we have held that key in our heart for all this time. Women have held everything together. Women have begged and pleaded for mercy and kindness and compassion. We have held the heart space. And our beautiful men, our enlightened men, are supporting the woman to do that. But the woman is holding it. But the sad thing is that because of all these masses of times of repression, because there's been such immense shutdown. Sorry, I have to keep doing this, my sweeties. Let me admit all. There we go. I just don't want anyone who's trying to be there not be able to get in. All right, I hope you're all climbing in. Lovely. If we don't take this opportunity where there are incredible energy frequencies coming in to support us and to help us, and we don't claim this frequency as this goddess energy, as healers and as way showers, as light beams, and I don't care what name you want to give it or not give it, that essence, that calling is right there. It's in the heart. So I'm just going to let you share if you have this urging, if you have a sense within you, if you've had something, especially this last week. So if you have and you're willing to share that, let me just stop talking for a minute and let me hear from you.
Joy?
Yes, my darling.
I would love to share something. So 3 nights ago, I dreamt, or I actually meditated first, and somehow I went to my womb, and my hands were on my womb as well. And I know that there's been a lot of hurt within our family. Falling pregnant, not planning, and then obviously so being the mom with all the anger and the fear and stuff, and then also, the child. I'm the mother and the child in this situation, and then feeling you're not wanted because you weren't planned. And anyway, I just want to tell you what amazing thing happened. I was meditating and suddenly my cousin, my daughter, my mom, my 2 aunts, my grandmother kind of popped into my head. And it was as if we were standing in a circle, all with our hands on our wombs. And it was as if we took all those like energy, the anger, the fear. I experienced it quickly. I felt it. But it's as if we transformed it there and then
immediately
into happy we are about, being forgiving, the peace. I can't tell you, it was amazing. I was lying there afterwards just with the tears rolling down. So this week, there's been a lot of healing going on for me. Thanks.
Cecilia, I love that. That's exactly what is coming in. So if you're getting it in dream time, or you're just getting it through your meditation, or it's just a sense within you that there is nothing we cannot forgive. And if you were to stand at that doorway and you were to imagine that whatever debris, whatever little bits and pieces that you've got hanging on, and little stories and little ideas, if you could just drop those and let them be done, so that when you open that door, we don't take that clutter into that space. Thank you, my darling. That's awesome. Anyone else have something or a feeling or anything?
I'll share if I may.
Thank you, Robin.
Yeah, that's so beautiful, Cecilia. I think that's so incredibly powerful what you shared. And I used to run a women's circle in Joburg, and we've just moved to the coast, to Salt Rock last week. And I was feeling a bit shy and not sure that I could run something similar here, not knowing anyone. And also the last few days, I felt a real push to kick off the sister circle, bring all the feminine spirit and energies together. And I met some strangers yesterday, and I just thought I got this feeling to mention it. And I brought it up, and about 4 or 5 women just said, yes, a resounding yes, please, please, we would love to come. And I just thought, there it is. And so it shall be.
So it shall be. It's as easy as that. And yeah. Robin, it's just stepping in, even though we might feel fearful, even though it's in a strange place, I don't know the people, we don't have to know. We don't all know each other, but we know our heart, and our heart is one divine heart. Our heart. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. Fantastic, my darling. Fantastic. Anyone else? Okay. You just jump in anytime you want to, my sweeties. Okay, the space is open, and you just bring your energy in, and whatever way feels beautiful and comfortable to you. So let's just go back just a moment, and let's just get an idea of when this disruption, this cord of disruption came in. We all know this. We know it's so deeply inside of us. There's an ancient wound that disrupted the woman holding the presence, holding this goddess energy. If the woman doesn't hold the feminine energy on this earth, there is no creation. Can you hear how big that is? There is no creation. It's just management of what was left and what was given to us. So the woman comes in, and the woman is the creator, and the woman is the holder, and the woman is the goddess, and the womb and the sanctuary. That is the woman's energy. And because we are so nurturing and loving and holding and uplifting and wanting the best for others at a sacrifice to ourselves, somewhere along the line, that message dropped us from holding the higher frequency to being the servant inside of a relationship, uplifting and saying, you go ahead, you do it, you go and be wonderful, I'll sit here and I'll just be a woman. And we dropped away from our creativity and our ability to create and to begin and to manifest. So the burden of that, we thought it was a gift, but the burden of that came onto the masculine energy, and the masculine energy had to find a way to manifest and bring it in and earn. But they can't create as a woman can create, because a woman is creation. She is the epitome of creation. So what it did, the men had to do is they had to go into greed, grabbing, struggle and survival energy. It had to do it in a masculine way. And so where we are going wrong here is we're trying to step back into this powerful role, but we're going in the same model that we've been playing in the masculine, greedy, grabby energy, want, must, push, manipulate, coerce. And we want to assert ourselves in that frequency, and we can't do it because we cannot create and manifest. We cannot be the woman in that energy frequency. So we've got this little mess that has gone on. It's just an energy tangle. And what we want to do today now is untangle these cords that have just got knotted in. They're all in place. We are here. We are essence. We are the very breath of the divine. They're all in place, but we just want to unknot them in our own awareness so that we're not holding them closed. And if enough of us can do that, if enough of us can let these beautiful cords open up around us and then let go, let God, and just allow the flow to come into them, everything is going to get so much better. We're not to fix, we're not to push, we're not to aggravate into the energy, not to beg or coerce. We are to claim, hold, declare the energy that we are already. So for any of you, and especially the younger of you here, I know there is this mindset that you've got to do something, earn something, get some certificate, find a way to validate your existence, find a way to earn. I would really ask you now to drop that energy so that you can jump in to this next frequency, and you can allow yourself to be the creative being without having that push, that terrible struggle energy in your system. Does this make sense to you, my darlings? Yeah. Okay. Anything you want to add to that?
Joy?
Yes, my darling.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Thanks, Marla.
Okay, so interesting that you talk about these cords that we are releasing. I was actually working with that very aspect a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And without going into anything personal, on a general level, when I tried to disconnect those cords,
Yes.
doing it myself,
Yeah.
I came to a realization or a download that of myself I can do nothing. But kind of biblical, but
Yes.
Father knows how.
Exactly.
So with that thought of not knowing how to do this, it came to me that if we try and do it ourselves in that sense, you know, like that analogy of the scarf on a
Yes.
on a thorn bush, that you silk scarf that you are trying to take off
Yeah.
little by little. If we come to the realization that actually all that negativity is not in truth, it is
Right.
actually as mist before the sun, put it that way, where it has no substance because it is not truth.
That's right.
So if we look at it at what is truth, truth is love, life, beauty. And so if you go to that aspect of truth, then these negative energies, they just dissipate. And you don't have to fix anything. You take your focus from where the negative energy is and you trying to release and you just put yourself into love, light, love, that which is truth. And then it has no substance.
That's so beautiful, Mari.
It dissipates.
It has to dissipate. It has nothing to hold it. It's the platform upon which it's being created doesn't exist.
Yes.
Because when you open that door, the light comes in, and that the darkness, the shadow, cannot exist.
Yes.
I love it. That's exactly it. So you'll know when it's you're making it difficult for ourselves. We make it difficult for ourselves when we want to do something, pursue, because that's that energy of validation, conditional energy, dependent, reliant, needy energy. I need to do this so that. The moment you're playing in that game, you're playing in that low vortex. We already are. And that's what we want to absolutely just drop into. That's the peace, and that's the truth. That is that sword of truth that just runs through us. I really am. There's no performance required at all. It is a simple agreement that we remember, and we allow ourselves to remember, and we simply stand in that as truth. And when we do that, everything around us starts to change. We don't push and make it and beg and plead. We're not doing that anymore. We just simply hold a different frequency, because that frequency is right here, and we want to harness it, because we are beings that can harness energy, anchor energy with like that conduit, that portal that locks in. We can bring it in because we are it, and we can use our body and our being, our mind, our heart, our entire energy system, and we can anchor it in to the earth. And that is what our work is. And from that, the ripples and the energy starts to open up around us. Oh my gosh, such a lovely space to be. Anything else someone wants to share? That's just lovely. Nice.
Joy,
yes.
What I've realized is that we all keep searching, but there's no searching to be done.
Exactly.
That I am my authentic self completely. I have everything here.
That's right.
And I agree with, I think it's Mari who said, the more I release, the more I can feel I have space within myself, for light and love and all that stuff to come through me. So I can just be, and I can feel it physically lately. It's like if I'm on a buzz.
It is.
And and I know I'm still a human being, and we don't do everything nor necessarily the way we want to, but just to allow, and that quick shift of realizing, oh gosh, here I'm going, or I'm playing again in the lower frequencies, but just to see it and to actually have a smile and just say, oh, so now I'm allowing again for that to go, and for light and love, God to come through me.
Absolutely. I'm already there. Oh, Cecilia, that's lovely. And I am that already. And there's no blame, there's no shame, there's no judgment, because if I just say, then this is who I am, and this is the energy that I'm in, and I'm already that, and then I'm having a little buzzing in the human experience, feeling the static, feeling the drama, feeling all that. But all the time, if I can hold the awareness of who I am as truth, then I'm witnessing me in this journey. And you can go into it, and in no time you can drop it. But it's fine to go into the experience, because that's why we said we'd come in a body. We wouldn't hold it as a rock. I think maybe next time I'll just come back and be a rock. Now, we don't have to do any integrating, but we could be a rock, we could be a crystal, we could be any of these beautiful big trees that are just holding the space. But we said we'd hold it in relationship to others. And those are really, really difficult. And the only way we can hold it and make any difference is if we truly remember, claim, declare, and connect into who we are as this essence of love and this essence of light. No shame, no blame, no performance, no anything. I am. The sacred ratio, you all know that beautiful thing about the sacred ratio. And it's like 0 point and then lots and lots of numbers that never, never, never repeat. And those of you who are artists, you will know how you divide your canvas and then you see where the divine mean is. It's in that little nautilus in a shell. It's that little part that's right in the center, that all of this space around comes to that point. And that point, energetically, what I see is still point. And when I see still point awakening in people's energy frequencies, I just feel such goosebumps while I'm in the, connecting into them and their system that is now connecting into their luminous being, that part of them that is pure light, pure essence, pure love. No matter what this body has encountered or known, or no matter what's been dumped into it or passed on to it as a legacy or an energy imprint or a genetic imprint, no matter what, there is this connection to that part of us that is beyond the performance. And when you see that still point, when you see that divine and sacred ratio, and if you were to take it to a fraction and you say it's 5/8, and you imagine that the 5 balance would be masculine, would be the 5, and the feminine would be the 8. So when you look at that, we've given the dominance by standing back and saying, I'll serve you. We've set up the energy of being a servant in the vibrational field. And what is the thing that is erupting massively in consciousness now? It's the sense of being suppressed, held, pushed down. Look at what's really bugging you in your life, and you'll find it's that. I'm not free to be, I'm not free to choose. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. But it's not the choosing with the shouting and the parading and the screaming and the smashing. It's not that. Because that's the same frequency. We don't want to be in that one. We want to go into the one where we were saying it just withers away, like Mari was saying, it just withers away. It doesn't exist. We don't play in that field. It doesn't exist. If we don't place our energy in the existence of a low vibration, it cannot exist. It's only because we have a sneaky little thing still in us that says, I don't know if I deserve it. Don't know if I've suffered enough in this life. I don't know if I can claim this. Oh my gosh, but you're here. You're here. Are you sure you're here? Feel yourself. I'm sure you are here. You're here. And you're pure light and you're pure love and you have this heart that is calling and calling and calling. And we just want to hear it. Oh, my treasures, I just love it. All right, my sweeties. Anything else we want to connect to before we just drop in and actually go into the space of holding and claiming and declaring? If you could send me a little note, and then I'll just guide you to a little meditation that also came through just this last week. And you can do that in the background. And also what Mari was saying is, and not to work at it. And like you were saying, Cecilia, it just happens like that. Don't work in these, don't process them. Just listen and open your awareness to your energy, this beautiful high frequency, because word and language and all of this is vibration. Energy is just vibration. So when we're listening and we're opening our heart, our electromagnetic field is amplifying what we are hearing, and our truth connection to it amplifies it even more. So it's like we are transmitters. So we're listening to really strong energy vibrational frequencies. We're allowing it to be part of our awareness for a moment, and our non-awareness, because we don't want to attach in any kind of sticky way. And then we just let this amplify through us. and resonate into the field around us. So if you are listening to these guided meditations, don't do them because you think you need them. Do them because you love life and you want more for life. You want to place an imprint, embed a different code into the system, and so that we can start listening to another radio station. Very tired of this radio station, by the way. Oh my word. All right, lovelies. Are we comfy? Are we happy? Are we holding the space? I'm going to bring in a little sound for us. There you go. So come into this beautiful space with your being now. Drop your shoulders. Relax your belly. Relax your back. Smooth the skin on your beautiful face. Ease your brow and even your scalp. And feel the connection to the earth, or the part of your body that is connecting to the earth. Become very aware that you are a solid form. And you can feel the density of your body. You can feel the certainty of your existence. And think how wonderful it is that we have this body that can see itself and reveal itself to others. And we can be absolutely certain that we love and adore each other. And we have this great privilege because we are in this form that we can hold and embrace each other. And even in this time when we can't embrace each other as much as we would love to, our energy connects with another as we hold the image in our mind. And as you're holding the certainty of your mind, body, and your being, allow yourself to place your hands on the part of your body that needs to know itself surely, completely. Perhaps that's your womb. Perhaps it's your heart. Or perhaps you want to just rest your arms on your lap. Rest your hands. And now your eyes are closed. And in your mind, draw up the image of one other dear soul that you love so dearly. And you know that you are drawing them into your imagination. And the picture is there. But beyond the picture is the energy embrace. Feel the energy embrace and ask your entire system to feel open to that. If this is one who is past, a treasure to your heart, feel their energy as certainly as you can feel your own. And know now that they have not passed. They're simply not here in our form. And right now, as we release the idea of ourself as a form, this earth is going to hold us, and the breath is going to come and go, and the heart is going to beat. It's just wonderful. We can forget about maintaining our mind and body. And if we are really comfortable with no distractions around us, we can drop into our essence. What does your essence feel like to you? If you were to meet yourself as just essence, how would you know that that is you? Tap into the vibration of your absolute truth. Like a hand going into a glove. I fit into this beautiful energy essence of my absolute truth so perfectly. Opening up this beautiful heart of yours. Amplifying the energy by holding the image of one that you have loved so dearly. And creating an electromagnetic field of such magnificence that your energy field can embrace this dear one. And right now they are feeling it. If you could see that connection, you would be so deeply enriched. And you would be reassured. But if you could feel it equally, it is exactly the same. Feel the loved one. Feel your energy frequencies touching each other. As if you slip into a same room, a same illuminated space. And we can share this space now. And this dear energy invites us into that frequency that is beyond form and performing. When we know how to go there because we have been connected in our mind through all our experiences into our memory imprints of one that we have loved. We use that as the pathway, but the pathway leads to the doorway. And we take a little walk for a little while towards that door. And while we are walking, all our senses are awakening. How come we did not feel, see, hear, taste, smell what is around us? How come we didn't see that, experience it before? As if this is a whole new world. As if you taking this walk along this path is creating it right there in front of you. Flowers coming into bloom, birds singing, creatures everywhere. A sense of abundance and harmony and beauty that you cannot believe. As if they were waiting just behind a veil, waiting to be seen, waiting to be invited in. And so you walk along this path and you begin to see again. And as you are walking, the sense that there might have been grief, pain, hardship in your life does not seem to exist here at all. And puzzled by this, you stop a little while and turn around and wonder what it is that is in the space that does not allow the shadow to be following you. And what was that shadow? That sense of loneliness, depression, anger, hate, frustration, longing, that sense of abandonment, betrayal, fear. And you search and search around you, but it just doesn't exist here. Then feel the lightness of your mind. Turn around and continue your journey. And the more you feel the love and the opening and the expression of the light within you, the more you are creating with every step and every breath and every beat of your heart. As if you are walking upon a beautiful orchestration, and every footprint is a sound that creates a vibration, that creates just being here. You are adding to the symphony of life. Step by step. And every step we become more certain. We see ourselves for who we truly are. Not that dense human form, almost as if you are floating through the space. There is so much comfort and ease. And the more you go along, the lighter it becomes. The lighter you become. This pathway is right here. And we are choosing to be upon it. There is no performance and no effort. There is simply a realigning into our heart. What have I desired? My heart leads the way. It pulls me magnetically towards that same frequency. And now I find myself standing in front of that doorway. I can feel the energy behind it. And the part of me that ever had any doubt about who I truly am simply doesn't exist. This meander has convinced me entirely that I am an energy of creation, that I hold creation within me, that I'm standing in the truth of it, and I'm holding it and imprinting it into the space where I am. There is an asking here at this doorway that you may enter when you are absolutely certain. When you are absolutely certain that you are a divine being of light and love, and you always have been, and that you hold the energy of the feminine, the goddess, the creative. As you stand here gently inside of your energy awareness, think of all the men that have been part of our lives. And think about the hardship that we placed upon them because we urged them into a role that was not their truth. And we know we did this out of great kindness, hoping to uplift. But the man cannot bring in life, but he can hold the life and cherish the life that we bring in. And see the burden we have placed upon them for supporting us. That is such a big energy. Imagine now that we could say to every man, I'm so sorry. I thought this was in your best interest. Thank you for picking up the load as best you could, in the way that you could. But now I reclaim this energy as the goddess. And feel the relief that this brings in. All the pressure, all the burdens, the performing, the strutting. You don't have to do it for me anymore. I release this energy code from my being, my line. I release this as an imprint. I see it as non-truth. I see men as beautiful guardians along with us. That we hold an energy that is in perfect divine balance. And we claim the energy of this beautiful feminine creative energy so that we can recreate from this point forward. Allow yourself to be here, and when you feel that it is the time for you to absolutely open that door, you will know. And once we open up that portal, it becomes available to all life. See this energy of essence surging in to our beautiful planet. Feel it coming right from the central sun. A note that says, never forget, please remember who you are. Come home, open the door and come home. And feel the relief in your being. We think of all the stories through all time, the return of the prodigal son, the return of the one that would save and rescue and kiss and reawaken. We have been asked to remember to come home, and the heart has been showing us the way. We have never forgotten, not in the greatest time of horror and awfulness of humanity. We've never, ever forgotten. The key is in the heart. And I hold this heart so dear. Right here, with the energy and the strength of my human form, with the light of the divine pouring in through the top of the crown, through the luminous field, awakening into my energy streams. See your chakras opening up in a whole new way, spinning and vibrating, powerful. So strong. And imagine that you can reset your entire energy program. Draw the luminous light. You can do this physically if you want to feel the energy reaching up above your crown and pulling that beautiful light right through your central cord, aligning yourself into the central meridian, opening up every chakra now to stand in the place that we are holding, and this becomes the place we stand in now. Strong, affirmed, beautiful, connected. And if you've managed to open that door, the journey awaits and it will be revealed to you. And if you would like to do it in a later stage, you can, but do it soon. Because the light energy coming in now is immense. There is nothing to do here but to agree and allow. We feel that energy at the throat, an absolute agreement, allowing, trusting, falling back into the wings of angels. We restore the balance and we restore the energy. We claim our divine essence. We open this beautiful heart and thank all those who have loved us unconditionally and so dearly, that have kept this open, a fire of desire and love and light burning within. We thank every exchange and every encounter, no matter how it looked, no matter how it felt, so that we would always know what it is that we would rather have and what we would choose. And with all my heart and all my soul, I choose that now. I place into this heart immense forgiveness and kindness to all life. I forgive generously and completely. I accept love, light, wellness, flow, and ease into my life. I restore the balance in me so that the balance can be restored in the energy field around me. Here in this space, I claim my sovereign energy, untied, untethered to anything else except light, divine light of the highest vibration that I can hold at this time. I stand in my sovereign, divine, goddess, light energy with all my heart and all my soul, and with every breath and every step that I still have in this beautiful being. I take this walk now in a whole and complete and divinely illuminated new way. And feel that energy in you. We thank our guides and the divine presence for holding us so gently, allowing us to feel, allowing us to know and remember. We take a deep breath in and breathe out. Bring the energy into your body. Breathe in. Let this activation touch every cell, bone, marrow, nerve, tissue, fiber, atom of this beautiful being. Let it amplify this frequency. May you hold this resonance with great ease, and may you be supported in the most incredible, glorious, magical way as you continue to hold this beautiful energy in you. Deep breath in. Well done. So lovely. And take a deep breath now and come back to the space where you are. Feel your beautiful body's presence, the space around you that has been holding you perfectly. Beautiful you. So much love here. You're just going to anchor the energy into the body. So with one hand, you put your finger into your belly button, and the other one you pull up on your third eye. Just draw that energy right through, anchoring it in. Wonderful you. Lovely, lovely. Be lovely to hear how that goes for all of you now, my darlings. I'm going to let you unmute if you wish to share. If you want to just stay and hold your space and hold the energy there, you're welcome to do that. Whatever feels like it will completely make this full for you. Whatever ritual you'd like to bring in, do that today. Let today be your day of absolute honoring of the goddess, the divine being that is you.
Like a bird on a tree.
So much love.
I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to see from up here. The world seems